7, 6, ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Houston, we have a problem.
Good Friday. Or, not the act. It's good that it's Friday, not Good Friday. What are we looking at? We're looking at, wow! The Joy Bus wheat. An orange wheat from, another one from Four Peaks, from David? I have no idea what you just saw. And I mean that. As of right now, I have no idea what you just watched. Oh, sorry. How unprofessional of me not to have my pour on right in front of you. Today's episode of Messing with Sharky. You know, okay, now Sharky, you have to ask yourself, how many things could I create that you didn't shoot? That right there is Project Overkill's lower, which is the flip to side adapter that I got from my big brother Wade, and it's got a 300 blackout upper on it. Ooh, this shit smells more like orange juice than some orange juice that I've had. Oh my. Okay. Cheers, pedestrians of life. Another one, yes. Another one that I would categorize as a good lawnmower beer. Possibly even a daily drinker. It's the juice on this. It has to be about 4, maybe 5%. White on yellow. 5%. Contains wheat. Malt beverage with natural flavors. Brewed and packaged by Four Peaks Brewing Company. Tempe, Arizona. Kind of instantly reminds me of like some 70s, late 70s cop show or something. You know, all flashy and shit. Motion detected at your back door. Yeah. Spooky, right? You know, there's never anything going on when except for all the riffraff. Yes, all the riffraff in the neighborhood use our yard as their thoroughfare. Let's see, on the Mocha, we got Jeremy. I have now been wearing suspenders for 2 months. They work great. Not so fun when you gotta take a number 2 real quick like. Cold-hearted bastard. Ordering a holster from Pete tonight. Thanks, brother. You're welcome. And I actually, this isn't a segue, but I've really, yes. Oh, you better watch it. Evidently, actually, if you notice that it says, let's go, Brandon, because, evidently, Smile Money, I better, cool my jets. The girl wearing a complete t-shirt, but it was wet, is considered nudity. So, I appealed it and lost. definitely an older holster. I have a couple of them for Ed's 4006. This one was evidently I did use it quite a bit. It would work for other of the Smiths. It's just a little bulkier at the bottom because of the rail. I don't have any light of any kind on here. I would seriously consider putting one of the Baldor minis on here. Just for the fun of the video, hanging out with you guys, I was going to take the one off of just the flashlight off of the 80%er. That's a G17 replica because it has the extended magwell, so it takes the big mags. It's the blue one. It's one of two that I really like, and if I were to get rid of all of the 80%ers, that would be, if you got rid of them in some kind of particular order, that would be the last one I would want to get rid of. And yes, absolutely. The main reason with that one is I have a G17 in storage, but it's just in storage, and that 80%er is the only large capacity pistol that takes the the Glock mags. So I like it because of that. The other one that's kind of cool is the brown one that may or may not work correctly in a kind of a way. I do like that one. I think it's cool as hell. But the blue one wins because of the magwell. And I can't do anything. Well, I could put a black magwell on a brown gun, but it would mess up the color scheme, and then I would. So, one of Pete's holsters with Ed's 4006, and even though it was Ed's, I have to give all the credit to Jules because she went back to the gun shop to find out what was left of Ed's stuff and bought this back from the gun shop and then gave it to me. Jules, I think it sucks that you're in Guam. I really liked it when you were here as a housekeeper. I did. I used to tell her that all the time. It's like, I'm like, Jules, you could literally stay here for throwing some money every now and then for food. Other than that, I wouldn't have wanted to charge her any rent. Her friendship, the companionship, and the fact that when she wasn't watching the Ladies Movie Network or LM, whatever the hell it is, where it's everything. It gets as pathetic as it can possibly get, and then at the end, the birds all sing and everybody's happy because the right person went to jail or died. And the only thing different about this is the fact that it has a hammer on it instead of being bobbed, and that was me and NIHAP and like 27 monkeys trying to hold everything in place. There's a lot of shit. I wouldn't say it's not for the faint of heart. It's for the person that doesn't get frustrated every single time you just about got it and something slips and you gotta start over. So, Pete's holster. And then again, in the theme of, I have for some, well, it's not a strange reason, for some reason I cannot get Ed out of my thoughts today. And then another one of Pete's holsters. He made this one for a full size, but obviously it works for any 1911. And then Pete did the full cover-up because sometimes he said some people like right now as I yank it from the holster and my thumb drops, the safety comes off. That's good if you're actually defending yourself. I know I've used this holster and Ed's gun a lot because I actually have quite a bit of carry time with this, because I knew Ed would come back and smack me if he found out that it was just a safe queen. So I mean, I know I'm damaging it, but I just thought at some point in my life it would be awesome to be able to afford to send this to Jay at Elite Ammunition. Yes. There's a jammy party I could get into. Send this to Jay at Elite Ammunition, and what I really wanted, and unfortunately the company doesn't do it anymore, the Smith & Wesson 45, another Miami Vice gun. That one has been completely in everything coated, yes, in Robar coating, and I would have loved to have been able to have that done. I mean, I think there's hard chrome. Jay tells me there's other options, but the one thing, my only regret is to go back in time when David talked me into having a guy down at the gun show, which me and David are going to a gun show tomorrow, talked me into having this done, and I wish I would have had them hit it 2 more times or 3 more times to really get that cut deep into it so that they stood out a little bit better. I mean, you know, make it at least as deep as the roll marks that Ruger did. That'd be my only thing. I think I talked to Jay about it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a miracle worker out there somewhere that would. I mean, you're talking about to hit it 2 or 3 like that. To hit it 2 or 3 times is real easy when you've got the right font, you've got the size, and you've got it mounted under your laser. Now, how in the hell do you go back and do that again, other than possibly maybe sanding it completely off of the gun and starting over? I don't know. And of course, anybody that's been with me for more than 15 seconds, I was asked, these were actually prototype grips from Loke, or Locke, whichever way you want to call it. And they sent these to me to do a video to show how they were doing inlays and the Punisher. And I figured I would put them on for the video and then take them off, because I don't know, they're cool, but there's so many other things that I possibly would want over them, and then of course the finger grooves was on it from Ed, so that's always stayed on here. But when Ed saw the video with these, and he said, you absolutely have to leave those grips on that gun, that is just perfect. Well, here we are, Ed. But I still go back to what I always say. For me, a 1911 is best suited in a leather holster. And it's... I don't know if it's just because this is a commander size and it really is like a chick and wants another inch. No, I guess any 1911 kind of moves around in it a little bit more. Unless, of course... Oh, my bad. Never mind. This is not a 1911 holster. This is Jolson for a P220. that's the case, oh yeah, that'd work nice for Ed's gun, because the SIGs are wider than a 1911, and so are the old Smiths. That actually works perfectly in there. But we save this because someday, yeah. See, you know, I'd almost have to ask Pete if that was by design. As you push the gun out of the holster, your thumb naturally drops the safety. I mean, if you were to just draw it the normal way, you don't have to worry about that. But if you actually put your hand on that guard, oofda. Okay. Shall we continue? Cobra says,
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Rich says, cheers all. I might do the shot or 2 later, but being that it's, you know, this afternoon yet, I don't want to unmotivate myself for Locked and Loaded tonight. And unless somebody has a really good suggestion, with all the weird shit going on, I thought we'd talk about if you have seen anything weird going on in your area. And what do I mean by weird? Yesterday, AT&T was down most of the day. They said it was a coding error. Today, a bunch of the banks, at least in my area, including mine, are down. I get up there. Well, first of all, I ran over to the Subaru dealership to sit and have a drink with Sam, and then Kayla comes over, and I go, well, shit, if I would have known both of you would have been here, I mean, we could have made this a party. I could have brought a 12er, and Sam goes, you can go get one and come back. And Kayla looks at me and goes, we can punch out while we drink. Yeah, I'm sure nobody real important's going to walk through. Of course, Kayla is Samantha's boss, so she already has seniority there. But I went up to have a drink with Sam. I just brought a couple of drinks with, not alcohol. Come on. And filled out and gave Kayla an application. Unfortunately, I think the valet driver position, you know, the guy that they all regard as the asshole, yeah, they don't want to shake up the. How much is your date? They don't want to shake up the system by getting rid of a guy that pisses most of them off. But maybe, you know, as a part-time thing, one of the positions that they're always looking for is the person that gets paid to bring a car to another dealership. You know, it might be across town, and most of the time it's down in the Twin Cities. So you get to drive a brand new car to the cities and then get in a brand new car because they swap cars and drive it back. And I don't know. In between that and seeing if what resources I have. So far as of this point in time, finally had my conversation with Jordan, which I can't believe, like over the period of 3 weeks, telling him if I'm going mission critical soon. He's like, yeah, we'll talk. Grab a few beers and head down to Matt's Grill. And he's like, He's like, I just use Angie's list. You could have fucking texted me that 3 weeks ago. I haven't really looked into it yet, and I don't know. She looks like a bitch, but I can be abused for 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, but yeah, had a serious chat with Jack again today, and I think I said this yesterday, and I'm just going to reiterate. I want to take back some of the stuff that I have actually said about him being an idiot. A lot of things, as it turns out, a lot of things that we didn't like what was going on wasn't because he was being an asshole. He was being lied about. The other idiot that we work for, because it was a Jack and Rick, and so when we'd go to Rick and say we found a really good deal on a skid steer, or found a good deal on a digger, or found a good deal on a dump truck, I can talk to him, but I just know he won't go for that. We've had conversations about that. And then here we are like 5-6 years later, and Jack goes, bullshit! If you came to me and said you found a skid steer in excellent condition, and it was everything you guys wanted for $20,000, I would have said, go get a check. Like, okay. Yeah, so today he was just like, yeah, evidently the little baby was like, if Eric doesn't stop working for the company, I'm going to quit. I said, you should just call him on that. Like, wow, really? I guess all that time that you said that it was finally nice to have someone that you actually felt was a friend, I guess that was all a fucking lie. Because, like I said when he was in yesterday, being a fucking little cunt, it was like from the moment he walked through the door, he was a dick, and I was like, smiling, hey, good morning. Well, how long are you gonna milk this out? Well, hey, why don't you go fuck yourself, huh? You realize this is the last job you're ever gonna do for JRJ. Wait, where are you going? Oh, I guess you're gonna go call Jack. If Eric fucking works here anymore, I'm gonna fucking quit. Hey, guess what? You've been talking about wanting to do that for how long? So, what kind of a threat is that? Some people, I will never understand. But I did realize how stress-free I was until a couple of days ago, when all of a sudden he started showing up and acting like a fucking little bitch. But, to give credit where credit is due, I took the company credit card, a month ago, and bought myself a brand new table saw. And Jack said, well, yeah, go ahead, and maybe if you could, give me a couple $100, or, maybe even $300 eventually for it, I would appreciate it. Today, out of the blue, he just goes, and Eric, I just want you to keep that table saw. I don't want any money for it. I'm like, thank you, Jack. I very much appreciate that. And then I have a rigid shop vac as a name, so I don't know how a rigid shop vac, a rigid vacuum cleaner down here. It's like a shop vac, and the motor. It usually always runs okay, but when you power it down 50% of the time, it's like, instead of just, this one goes, like chunks of plastic are in it. And I'm like, it's dying. Told Christine I was going to need a new one. And she goes, well, how much are they? And I go, the one I want's like, I don't know, $150. I found one that I've actually used, and it works. It's called the Beast. And it's actually cheaper than the Shop Vac brand one. And the one that I have, which was my vacuum cleaner, but of course it was paid for by JRJ Properties money, so it's theirs. It was $170. It's the stainless steel with the wheels and all the accessories and shit. And I told Jack, I said, so I wouldn't mind buying the vacuum cleaner. And he's like, give me a fair price. And I go, I don't know, whatever you think is fair. I said, I lied a little. I said I looked on Amazon and I found one for $100. That wasn't that one. This one is actually $170. And he goes, well, I'm good with $50 or $60. And I'm like, I'll give you 50. And then I said, before he could answer, I said, if you want to roll the dice, which is funny because it's been snowing all fucking day. If you want to roll the dice, I said, I normally charge him $75 to plow at the Spook House, which it was our deal. I've already said this. It was our deal, and he agreed to it. It roughly takes me maybe 10 minutes. 20 minutes if I actually get out of the truck and shovel the stairs, too. So I said to him, I said, hey, if you want to roll the dice, I'll tell you what, I'm willing to give you one free snow maintenance job at the Spook House in exchange for the vacuum cleaner. And he goes, deal. I love the barter system because you get what you want, I get what I want, and the man gets fuck all. Yes. I mean, sure, maybe, possibly, even though you got tattoos. Cold-hearted bastard, we need more train whistle. Now, see, this is something that I can get behind. Oh, good thing she wasn't the thumbnail girl, because WokeTube considers that nudity. So, WokeTube, this one's just for you. Chigga. Did you feel there? Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Salty said, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't naked. Din says, to be naked, you gotta live naked. Poco says, no, I'm not. Multi-Gunman says, what if I'm secretly naked? Just like she is. Because she's obviously naked under her swimsuit. Or bra, or whatever the fuck that is. Mr. 27 to Din says, live and let naked. Oh, her tatas fell out. And then he said, I'm not naked. Throw her in the shaggin' wagon. El Tenda says, hey! Hey. Poco, top? Who cares? Poco, thumb up. Not even two. Jesus. Cold-hearted bastard. On the trap check, the laws first. Conibear traps in Missouri have to be set underwater or a minimum of 6 feet off the ground. The hell's the point of it being? What good is it? Getting retarded birds? Whoa, I shouldn't have had all of those choke cherries. Underwater. Fish. Hey, look, man. It's a cool tunnel. The fuck you get 6 feet off the ground? Bad says, greetings, Captain. Bad. Then he says, peach golden shower? Wait, That said ale, my bad. I almost feel when I stare into her eyes. I just see my hand on my checkbook, writing extra digits. Yes, baby. Here you go. Okay. Bad. You should start texting. We should start texting you our comments since YouTube deleted about 50% of everyone's comments. Yeah, let's not do that. Mike says Minesweeper game sucked back in Windows 3.1. That was the last time I even tried it. I never understood what the fucking point was. The only one that I ever even slightly understood is someone took the Minesweeper game and superimposed a bunch of camel jockeys on it, and it was like that was funny. Poco says C7. C7 is a hit. Bad. I love the personality Google has been building into their AI chatbot. They have? Hey Google, you want to see my ding-a-ling?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Your sister does. Bad. If you get a manager job at QT, do you get to sample all the beer deliveries? You wouldn't want to in Minnesota. Smile Money says, I think going around to liquor stores and bars representing a large craft brewery with samples and letting others sample the products would be the perfect job. Bad says, if Eric just had experience reviewing beers and recommending what you buy. And Cobra says, DoorDash would be a good side hustle. He has a Subaru, which is perfect for food deliveries. Oh, Ellie. Sucking on a noodle. Bad. You should put a prone mag on the trap and see which neighbors you catch. Fucking mad again, god damn it. Poco, a good topic is a hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not? A sandwich. Is it a sandwich? Smile Money, $3,500 is a good price for a John Huber built rifle. For a person that was into long-range shooting and into competition. Your original goal was to get a bolt-action rifle and install a Huber trigger. Might be wrong, but I think it takes lots of practice to get the most out of a rifle like that. Come on, man. You have an impulse buying problem. Multi-gun man, I'm late to due to nakedness. Mr. 27 says, why not whiskey? Cobra says, C3PO. C3 is a miss. She's naked, according to YouTube. J-Dog is here at work. Yeah, J-Dog, you don't wave or nothing. Yesterday, I saw you heading home from work. We passed right about by Taco Bell. Cheapo Gun Guy, life is pleasant, death is peaceful. It's the transition that's troublesome.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Wonder if she has a hard time getting under the water. She keeps floating back to the surface. Wade sub-comment, life is like falling. It's okay on the way down, but that sudden stop, that gets you. McCline, I've known a few guys like Greg. High estrogen is to blame. Yeah, he's your typical example of a chihuahua. He weighs like 92 pounds, and I've watched him just act like a fucking little bitch. It's like, dude, that guy's breath has more strength than you do. I will not miss him. McCline says, why is Greg so upset with you? I don't know. Somehow, for some reason, he feels threatened by me, I guess. I mean, I think he's just pissed off because I don't fucking want to work with him anymore. I have done nothing. I have done absolutely nothing. McCline, I have no idea. I mean, when he started showing up over there, first of all, I thought he knew I was there the whole time, but it's like, again, like I've said, you don't get why Jack wants that house finished. If it wasn't me, it was probably going to be somebody else, because you're over on that house. This one is sitting and waiting. Money, there's an electric bill, there's a heating bill, every single month until the thing sells. That's like, and again, Jack's like, you know what? It's like, maybe I should have just told him to go fuck himself, because the kind of shit that he was saying to Jack is just an embarrassment for the kind of person that Greg is. I mean, this is the guy that has given you a job and gives quite a latitude for everything. I mean, I've seen Jack go, these are the cabinets that I want, this is the color that I want, everything painted, and this is the kind of trim that no. He's just going, no, we're going to go with these cabinets, we're going to be this color, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, you know, he is the guy with the checkbook. McCline, I wish I knew, but seeing how I've been treated the last few days, that's not a friendship. It evidently never was, and I don't fucking care, because it's all on you. Like Christine says, he's just a bitter person, always has been. If it isn't anger towards you, it was anger towards somebody else. It's true. Your thing said that you were working till 4:30. Dinner smells good, though. McCline, hey, you want to get out of here? Let's go, McCline. McCline, I refuse to believe you don't have a tap and die set. I do. It's out in the garage. It's real limited. It was a metric set that I got for fixing some engine that I was working on. But no, I've always wanted a more elaborate one. I mean, I'd like to tap that hole. Oh, shit. Wow. Another great day at work, it sounds like. Okay, so as I said, for the bottle ship, we've got the two leftover things that we had from before. The knife, the fixed blade knife, the hooks, utility hanging hook set, and the inflatable LED light. I actually like that, but I guess I like you guys more. Then there was the flashlight, the koozie, and a multi-tool. You're supposed to be working! Please hold. Could you eat the whole thing? Welcome back, little troopers. Oh, my projectile fell. Yeah. Okay, Wade. Have a great weekend, everyone. You'll never be as young as you are right now again, so make the most of it. Wow, that's kind of funny. Evidently, and guess what? You'll never have as many friends as you have right now. Oh, sorry, I was thinking of somebody else. Wah-ya! Sorry. Jolson says H1. H1 is a miss. Jolson says we need no cowbell, but you can go ahead and tap that whistle again if you want. McLean, this is just for you. I like to lick it before I blow it. Mr. 27 says 41st. Then he says intro brew me crazy. Then he says naked that looks like naked. Then he says it is beer. Then he says red-headed brew babes that take your soul. EMT says 4415 was a Tulsi Gabbard look to her. Okay, she's okay. Oh, She does. I think this one is hotter. Okay, the Tulsi Gabbard look-alike. Yeah, I mean, that's... Mr. 27 says, fuck yeah, you should go eat there, Brew Balmy. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Then he says, hey Google, is Sharky really from Holland?
On the website youtube.fandom.com, they say, Sharky was born in Utrecht, Netherlands in 1995 to a Somali family.
What in the fuck did you just say? Hey Google, who is Sharky?
On the website champions-speakers.co.uk, they say, Sharky is a Dutch-born British YouTuber, gamer, social media influencer and entertainer.
Nice work, Sharky! I thought you were just some prick from Holland. Wow! God, the shit I learn every single day. And think, David J. fucking Brown thinks that he's the Holland version of the CIA. He's like, that man has got special skilled training. Nobody just picks up every gun and shoots like he does. Maybe he is a gamer. I don't know. Damn. That was a nice looking dress. Sharky says, wow! Wow! Yeah, Sharky, my peripheral vision is working. Mr. 27 to Sharky, wow! Really? And Sharky says, wow, wow, and more wow! You two need to get a fucking room. Then says, do a show brainstorming job idea you could do and why you don't want to do them. That could be a funny segment anyway. Mr. 27 says, if you don't like cowbell, you can't like brew babes. You like brew dudes. Unsubbed. She's like, oh, my titties just flew out. Anybody got a bobby pin? Sharky, cheers all. Didn't shoot that either. Laugh out loud. Here we go. Then he says, that makes two of us? Wow. You so got slammed by Google. Laugh my ass off. Oh, we are in home stretch. Oh, look, more nudity. More nudity, YouTube. Man, I never realized that a wet t-shirt was nudity, but hey, I appealed it. They told me that it was indeed nudity and it broke community guidelines. So I said, let's go, Brandon. I think it was my previous... Yes, Vivian. Come on, man. That would look great on the tank of the bike. Sorry, the faux tank. If I put it on the top of the... If I put it on the tank of Vivian, you'd never see it because it's down inside the frame, under my ass. Sharky says, echo, 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 7. E7 is a hit. Oofda. Oofda. Sharky, 3940. All you do is talk about tramping and setting up traps. All I think about is how to get trapped in that. Damn. Oh. I don't know, man. There's... Redhead. There's a good chance... Oh, and another one. Oh, yeah. There's a good chance that if the vajayjay is anything like that ass, you might end up pulling a meat-stripped wiener out of that. Sharky says, SH, finally a proper outro, babe. Oh, you didn't like me? Okay. Last comment. EMT says, my cool comment. Weak. Okay. Weak. Okay, where do I put this? This is another one that's very drinkable. If there was a... Hey, Billy, look at that fingernail. Ew, ew. If there was another one, I'd probably have another one of these. It's pretty good. I would, compared to yesterday's, I think I like the peach just a a hair more, but if I gave the peach an 8.5, I'm going to give this an 8. Oh, while I was talking to Christine, I went and got one of my latest holsters from Pete for Ed and Scott's guns. He does do nice work. I will say that. Oh yeah, Sharky, we might as well not even waste our time just for you to see that, because I know that it's there. It's a little witness hole. Okay, going to the club. 3 of you. I was gonna make another bloody, but I had a steak and 2 pork chops for lunch today. Having a liquid lunch with Jeremy.
You mean this is the last time you're ever gonna work for JRJ? You better be done on Friday. Fuck you.
Mr. 27, Brew Club time, Brew Bomy Beeps. Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. And Bad says, howdy, clubbers. Kick the shoes off, grab a beer, and watch the show. Okay, well, hopefully, oh, yeah, I never even mentioned, I decided to not take my favorite absolute carry gun to work today. I decided for the first time ever to carry the XDM Elite today, and it rode nicely. Oh, here we go. Finally. An issue reholstering with jammies. Thanks, Pete. Not only did he see, oh, this is like turning into the all Pete show. He put the this actually had the steel clips on it, but I wanted it for another holster, so I traded it and put this on here. Obviously, it still works good with the not coming off on your jammies, but the problem with the jammies is they can fold and go in the wow, she is naked. So these are all things I've learned from WokeTube, that clothing transparency equals nudity, like cellophane. Appendix carry. That is something I cannot get into. I'm sorry. Maybe if I had a job where I never had to sit down, get in the car, bend over, I cannot understand how anybody can find appendix carry comfortable. I don't find it comfortable the moment that I put the gun in my jammies and then slide it over to the side, which is also almost theoretically impossible when it has the steel clips from Pete. Devil made me do it. Okay, let's hit the refresh, and then I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go find some car show, and that's it. Smile Money, where are you? That's right, Jerky. Okay, cheers. See you tomorrow, and you can hear about all of the stuff that I did not purchase at the gun show.